Imagine holding a small piece of metal in your hand that could be worth not just hundreds, not just thousands, but hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yes, we're talking about a Russian 10-ruble coin, something that might look ordinary at first glance, yet carries within it a story of scarcity, historical significance, minting errors, and sky-high value in the world of rare coin collectors. In this video, you're about to discover how a coin once used for everyday purchases is now hunted across the globe by collectors willing to pay a fortune just to own one. By the end, you'll understand why these rare 10-ruble coins are far more than currency, they're treasure. The most valuable and rare 10-ruble coins from Russia aren't just old, they're mysterious, tied to short minting runs, mistakes during production, or commemorative designs that were quickly pulled from circulation. The 10-ruble bimetallic coins minted from 2000 onwards as part of the Russian Federation's commemorative series have become a hotbed for collectors. Some of these coins have skyrocketed in value, reaching jaw-dropping figures like 200,000 rubles, 500,000 rubles, or even over 1,000,000 rubles in private auctions and collector circles. That's over $10,000 for one coin. One of the most sought after of these coins is the 2003 10-ruble coin from the town of Perm. What makes it so valuable isn't just the limited mintage, fewer than 15,000 were released, but the fact that so few were ever seen in circulation. Many were kept by insiders or never distributed publicly, turning them into unicorns in the world of Russian coinage. When one does appear for sale, it causes a frenzy. Collectors from around the world line up, wallets open, for a chance to snag this elusive piece. Some sales have seen this coin go for 250,000 rubles or more. Equivalent to several months' salary for many people in Russia. Then there's the 2001 10-ruble from the Republic of Dagestan. Though officially minted, it was never circulated due to political tensions and regional instability. With so few in the hands of the public, its value soared into the hundreds of thousands of rubles. Rumors even persist of mint workers hiding coins away in secret stashes, making this coin the stuff of modern legend. One coin, if found in near mint condition, could easily fetch over $20,000 in today's market, especially if accompanied by a certificate of authenticity and pristine grading from a professional coin evaluator. In less perfect, but still decent, uncirculated grades, maybe a few $100s. Coin-identifier.com. +1. If you have a high grade, sharp details, minimal wear, this can rise to $500 plus or more. Pennyverse.info. +1. Error coin struck on wrong planchets or off-metal planchets. These are extremely rare and often fetch the biggest premiums. Things like a 1983 p-quarter struck on a token planchet, or arcade token, or where the normal design, eagle, is replaced by something else due to a wrong blank. There are documented examples of this kind of error fetching well into the tens of thousands. 33rd Square. +2. History tools. +2. Off-center strikes. If the design is misaligned, part of the design is cut off, the more dramatic the offset, the more value. Clear, high-grade off-center error coins have sold for $1,000 plus depending on how much of the design is missing and how well the remaining is preserved. History tools. +1. Extremely rare, double die, varieties. Double die errors are when the die used to strike coins has been doubled, slightly shifted, causing doubling of letters or design elements. Very few 1983 p-quarters with double die obverse or reverse are confirmed, and when authenticated and graded, they can fetch several $1,000s. Some sources suggest that a perfect example could pull in much more. 33rd Square. +1. Proof coins and special finish specimens. The 1983 S coins are proof strikes, made for collector sets, and some have deeply mirrored fields and cameo or deep cameo contrast, i.e. frosted design against mirror background. These proof coins generally have lesser face value unless they are perfect proofs. A PR70 DCAM specimen sold for $495 in 2003. U.S. Coins Guide. Let's put some exact numbers in your hands so you know what viewers should look for, and what kinds of values are real, not exaggerated listings. Ordinary circulated 1983 p quarter, 25 cents to a few dollars. U.S. Coins Guide. Uncirculated but not perfect, maybe $30 $100 depending on where and I appeal. Pennyverse.info. +2. 33rd Square. +2. High uncirculated, MS65 to MS66 a few $100. 33rd Square. +2. Pennyverse.info. +2. MS67 examples, thousands. One sold for about $2,596. U.S. Coins Guide. +1. Theoretical/flawless MS68, if found possibly $100,000 $250,000 or more in perfect condition. Pennyverse.info. +1. Super rare error pieces, arcade token overstrikes, wrong planchets, strong double die etc. depending on rarity and condition, tens of thousands up to maybe over $15,000 to $20,000 or more. An arcade token overstruck example sold $4.15 $8.63. 33rd Square. +1. Why are so many 1983 p quarters not super valuable, and why are these rare versions so prized? Because while the mintage is very high, almost all coins saw circulation, which means wear, scratches, loss of detail. That makes high-grade, sharp, no wear, coins very rare. Also, for many years, there were no mint sets for 1982 and 1983 general issue Washington quarters. That means fewer mint state, perfect uncirculated, 1983 coins preserved in collectors' hands. That scarcity in high condition magnifies value. Reddit. +2. U.S. Coins Guide. +2. Errors are by definition mistakes, very few of them were made, very few survived in good condition, so when one shows up, serious coin collectors pay big money. How to spot something potentially valuable when you're holding a 1983 p quarter or filming one for video. Check for the spitting eagle die crack, the small raised line from the beak on the reverse. If you see it, photograph it, compare with known examples. Look for any doubling of letters, especially Liberty, In God We Trust, etc., or sweet reverse doubling, United States of America, E pluribus unum, etc. Examine the edge of the coin, the rim, is the design perfectly centered or is it off-center? If off, how badly? Check the planchet. Does it look like a regular copper-nickel-clad blank, or is there something off, wrong color, wrong metal, token etc.? Condition, is there wear, scratches, corrosion? How sharp are the details, hair, eagle feathers, mint mark etc.? A high-grade coin with even minor imperfections will lose significant value, so perfect condition matters. If possible, get it graded by PCGS or NGC or similar. Certification is important when selling or auctioning something high value. Let me tell you what the absolute top could look like in the fantasy scenario. To really juice up your video, suppose someone discovers a 1983 p quarter with a strong double die reverse or obverse, that is also absolutely flawless, high MS68 or MU70 if proof style, free of any flaws, perfect eye appeal, gorgeous luster, correctly struck, with collector provenance. That sort of coin, though none may be currently documented and its existence hypothetical, could be worth hundreds of thousands, maybe even pushing toward $1 million or more, simply because of extreme rarity and collector demand. These are not things that show up in rolls. These are once-in-a-generation finds. So in summary, most 1983 p quarters are common and worth a quarter or a bit more. But if you spot one of those rare error or ultra-high-grade versions, you could be holding something worth hundreds to tens of thousands, maybe even more. In your video, show close UPS, use magnification, compare with known high-value examples, and emphasize the thrill of discovery, because you never know if your pocket change is hiding a small fortune. If you like, I can write you a ready-to-use script for your video, intro plus segments plus closings, so your audience stays hooked and informed. Do you want me to prepare that?